Kia ora and welcome to Craft to Artosaurus. My name's Paula and eek, I have my teacup out. I'm a little bit more organised. I'm so proud of myself. It's a gorgeous day here on the coast today. So I just grabbed quite a few kind of pink colours out of my Perlade cottons. So we've got 3687, which I really like. I might like a darker one in that. What other colours shall I use? You see, I quite like, I think I like that one there, 761. Yep, 761. So I'll go with these two. Hang on, I need to get out, did I put it away? In my last one I used this quite a bit on the outlining and things like that. So this is a wonderful Perlade cotton, EZ01, and I'm going to use that as well. So I think I used 3 colours in this other one that I did, so I'm just going to use 3 colours here. Yep, that's all I'm doing, 3 colours, quick, simple, easy. I don't know, I think I might like a darker colour, so let me just go through my little box of threads. Quite like that colour actually, so I like that one. I do still like this, and I like this for highlights. Yep, that's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to use this as the outline, which is what I did last time. I'm using a black needle. What black needle is a Chanel 22, a black-headed needle. So these are from the Pony range. I think I've said that name right, and you don't actually get them here in New Zealand at all, but I got it off Amazon, the English site, and they sent it quite happily to me. So I don't know, I guess you can get it in New Zealand as long as you're using the Amazon site. So I fell in love with them when I got my heart kit. This little heart thing here, I've got 2 of them, and I made them. They're called a Whatnot kit, and I got them from Arty Farty Annie quite a while ago now, and she doesn't make them anymore, and there were only a few kits, and I got my grubby little hands onto 2 of those, and boy did I have me some fun. I had myself quite a bit of fun actually. So yeah, so I don't know if Annie's ever going to do anything like that, but if she does, grab it. I mean, the fabric alone, I didn't have anything at all, and I still don't think I've seen this fabric in New Zealand. So it's got Marvel characters on it, and on the other side I just used more Marvel characters and then the comic thing. So I think, see, I've seen the Doctor Who fabric in at Spotlight. Where else have I seen it? In fact, I think Spotlight, yeah, I think that's the only place I've seen it in. So yeah, what I'm going to do is it's an outline stitch. So and you can't see it very well most probably because the colours are all slightly off. I've got my curtains closed in front of me, so if there are any wood pigeons in the tree I won't see them. So the curtains to the side are still open and the curtains behind are still open. It's a lovely studio I've got here. I know I've been very spoilt. So yeah, but today's Friday and it's my day off. So yeah, I just kind of relax and sit down, and this is actually usually me time. So I try not to do anything on these days, but I really want to get this done. I would like these lovely coasters out and about, and I figure it is still me time even though I'm talking to you. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. I think my husband was a bit shocked when I said to him today, because we have one car only, and he's like, do you think I should take the car to work? And I said, yeah, why not? You want the car, take the car. I'll be at home. And he's like, oh, but you could go out and visit people and that sort of thing. I've still got my scooter and I've got my electric bike, so it's not like I can't go out. And the night that he was on call, it was a bit of a tough night. And the next day, normally if you get a no 9-hour break, you get to sleep in the next day and go into work after your 9 hours has come up, which is why I think he likes it. But instead, he had to go to work. Unfortunately, a lady is retiring and he's the boss and he needed to make a speech, and they had a morning tea, and so in he went and he toddled. He was quite happy, and he said it was a lovely day at work actually. So he was a little bit tired, and he's still tired today, and we're going into this weekend both feeling a little bit tired and ragged, but you know, we're getting oldish, I'll say oldish. And I had noticed that all of these late night calls weren't really, you know, we were struggling a little bit. I think that one there is just in the wrong place, so I'm just going to pull it out. It seems to be on an angle for some known reason. I think I put it in the wrong place, so normally I put my finger, I think it's that one. Yep, there we go. If I hadn't put it in the hoop, then it would be a lot easier to do, but I want the tension of the hoop on these stitches because I feel this fabric is quite, what's the word? I think I would say bouncy. I think bouncy is what I would call it. It seems to be quite bouncy fabric, so it's moving quite a bit, and I think that's because of the weave of it. You know, it's definitely a very loose weave fabric. So from there, see, I've just done a running stitch all the way around, and now I'm going to cheat. I'm going to go back the way I came. So I'm going to fill in all those little gaps on my running stitch. So I'm just going to move the piece because I like to move it when I stitch. Hopefully I am on camera and you can all see. It's actually feeling quite dark in the room with the curtains closed, but as you can see, a little bit of sun over here. It's a lovely day. Oh, so I'm just going to sit and stitch with you for a little while and get this started, and then I'm going to take Cleo for that thing you do when the pavement moves under you. It starts with a W and ends with a, oh, did I just see a hawk there? I'm not going to say the whole word together because she gets very excited and she'll want to go right now, and so she'll whine and do her dance of come on, let's go. And more than likely, because I've got the lead a little bit lower than where I normally have it, she can also pull that off the hook. I've got it on at the moment, and so she might even pull the lead off and, you know, run around with it and that sort of thing. So I thought, oh, better to be safe than sorry. So yes, so we're just going to do a little bit of stitching for a little while. You know, it's not hours on end or anything like that. It's just going to be a very quick video just so I get started. Just so, yeah, I feel like I'm doing something today. On especially these coasters, and I've got my project kit in front of me, and so I will put all of my bits and pieces into my project kit, and there we go. I'll do that in between when I'm down the other end in the sun in the mornings. As I'm having my breakfast, I usually end up stitching something while I'm eating my breakfast in between eating and that sort of thing. Yeah, or drinking a cup of tea, or sometimes talking on the phone. It's become my go-to. Normally it would have been, see, I really feel I've definitely got art block, because normally I would be sketching first thing in the morning, and you know, I'd bring my breakfast into my studio and I'd start sketching, and from there I would go straight into painting. But at the moment I just don't feel like it at all. I don't feel like doing anything like that. It's a bit of a shock, really. Painting's been such a big part of my life for so long, and to all of a sudden not want to do it, it's kind of, yeah. And then everything I'm drawing I'm not liking. I haven't even wanted to put paint on my drawings. It's just been like, oh, I don't really like that. It's not inspiring me. So yeah, I'm going to have a little think, I feel. about what I'm drawing and the style I'm doing. I'm feeling it's the wrong style now. So, yep, it all comes with being an artist. You change things up a little bit. You look at things differently, and then before you know it, you're back in the groove and things are absolutely fine. But at the moment, it's still a bit of a block. So thankfully that hasn't affected my printing, which I am so glad about. So yeah, but no, my sewing's going well. And a couple of things I've drawn, I've thought, oh, that's really nice. I kind of like that, but I don't want to paint it. I want to make it into a stitchery of some sort. So yeah, like I said, I'm a bit surprised. My style is changing. So yeah, I think I've become fixated at the moment on this sort of thing, but that shouldn't be what I do. So, you know, I don't know, you know, as you go along. So I did think I will get myself organised, and I'm going to start the pictures that I like, that I think would be really nice bits and pieces to have as a stitchery. I did think I should most probably organise myself and start putting those into some format so I can get them printed off or something. Did I go, where's the other one? See, I've done all around the cup. Oh, I worked in it with a little bit of sparkly thread, so I will leave that there and come over to here. I feel that there is kind of part of the teacup handle. It's a fancy one. It's a very fancy one actually. It's standing out a little bit. Oh, the dog jumped up there, sleeping by the front door. She wants to go outside and have a little bit of fun. All my washing's done. My house is tidy. I do love Fridays. I get everything organised for the weekend. Yep, it's always what I've done ever since the kids were, you know, at home. So it's definitely my day, Fridays. And every so often the dance teacher would want a practice on a Friday, and I would say I'm not free. I know, it's shocking. I didn't care. Both my girls were dancers, and I was like, no, I'm sorry, I can't do Fridays. That's a day where things don't happen for us dance-wise. And I think the dance teacher was a little bit shocked, to tell you the truth, but I needed that time away from all the dancing and everything. I just found it a little bit, yeah, I don't know. At times I thought we were in a show and I was waiting for Abby Lee to start shouting at them and that sort of thing. So yeah, poor girls, but they did enjoy it. So, you know, shouldn't complain. Should not complain at all. I just want that bit there to come over to here. Now I'm going to do down and around the cup. So I might actually turn the video off and go and do this just down and around the cup. So there you go, you can see the outline of the cup. Now, see, I'm just doing the line work, and then we'll come back and we'll colour it in with the pretty colours. I'll see you all shortly. Okay, so I've done all my inking. I've gone all around the outside of the cup with this wonderful EZ01 Wonderful Perlite cotton. I'm just going to do a little bit of a running stitch in here, just to give it a little bit of texture maybe, I was thinking. So it's not going to be too, well, I'm thinking it's not going to be too worked, but I'm inclined to colour in things. You know, being an artist, that's what you do, you colour in things. So yeah, just a little bit of a small running stitch. And if I didn't have it in the hoop, it would be a lot easier to do. But as you can see, this fabric, this tea towel fabric, is very moving. It's tight, but it still can move. It seems to stretch. So it's a lovely, it's actually really nice to stitch through. So yeah. And I've also been thinking of what I want to do to the coaster to get it ready for the teacup to sit on, because I'm going to cut out the teacups very carefully. I'll put some of my double-sided sticky stuff on it, and then I'll cut it out so that I won't have to do too much to it. And then I'll work out what the background is going to be on the coaster. At the moment, I'm toying with the notion, oh, there's something, of putting a little bit of lace, so it's like it's sitting on a little lace thing, and then having a really nice effect with different colours behind the teacup. So maybe lots of neutrals or something, but that's what I'm thinking at the moment. Now from there, I'm going to go straight to this darkish one here. 223 is the colour. And again, this is one of the ones I got from Temu. But I do like them quite a bit. I'm just checking, am I still recording? Yep, everything's recording. I dropped mid-thread. I was looking at the pattern while I was very carefully doing my outlining stitch. And I think what I'm going to do, I want it to sit flat on the coaster, so I'm a little bit worried at the moment. So I'm just going to, I've done a bit of threading through the back on, instead of using knots. I don't know. I'm just worried about it. And I know I'm going to be sticking it down in some format. So yeah, I just want to get around that tail end there. So I've caught that as well. Yep, that's great. Where am I? I'm here. Okay. So from the bottom here, we're going to come up to here. We're going to hold it down here. Get our thread to come up. And there we go. And from there, I'm actually not going to, I'm going to go over to here. I'm not pulling that down at all. I'm going to there, and I'm going to go up to here. And hopefully that'll hold that one in place. And then I'm going to go over to here. And I'm going to go there and hold that in place. And it's kind of like a shell stitch, I guess, of sorts. Is that what I'm doing? I don't know. It changes slightly here, which annoys me, but that's okay. I might need to, no, I'll be fine. And then we'll go up to here, over to there. And then we're going to come up to here, over to there, and we're going to finish it off over here. And we've got this little bit down here that comes out, and as long as I catch it, I will be fine. I'll be happy with that. Does that? Yep, just not that happy about here, but duff. That seems to be what the pattern says. So now I'm going to go over to here and just come to there, because that's where that one says it is. The next one's underneath with the same colour. I'm just going to do a lovely little stitch, just catching it underneath. I hope you can see what I'm doing. There we go. I'm just following the line work that's there, all the inking that's been done. I'm not trying to change what's there at all. I'm just going with it at the moment. I know I'm going to change it down here. I'm going to have to think about that stitch down there, so that's okay. Just getting that lovely lacy kind of edge that they seem to have created there. I can move that one a little bit, so that's cool, because that wasn't quite in the right place. As long as I come up and through and I get that. So I think there they changed it there on that middle one where it reached in the middle, so that's okay. And it was going over these bits. Let's change the pattern a little bit somehow. I don't quite know how I managed that. So I'm going to put the pattern back there. I like the pattern that I have. There we go. Then we'll go do these last two here. And I'm just going to pull this one. Just by putting it through there, I can pull it a little bit further down where I want it to sit. Checking I'm on camera, my tail, I've caught it. I'm always doing that at the moment. I'm like the tail catcher of the world. Oh, that looks rather sweet. So I'm very happy with that. There we go. Okay. That looks great. I'm just going to weave that through the back, not tie it off. I'm just weaving. I know I'll be putting a backing on that, and that'll hold everything in place. Let's put that around the right way so you can see it when I get my next colour. Just putting the end on here, and I'm going to this colour, finding the end. The end, that was a mission and a half. It was a mess. It's a mess. So this is a slightly brighter colour. And I'm going to go here. So I just need to weave through the ends, through the back a bit with my end, just to hold it in place. There we go. And that one there. I'm happy with that. And I'm just going to go up here and across to the other side. And again, I'm just going to hold it down where I feel it needs to be, just there. So it's a slightly different colour inside. Oh, and it's tied a knot. There we go. Slightly different colour inside, but not too much. It still gives me a gap, which is what I'm wanting. It's caught on something there, didn't it? I don't know what. So from there to here, hold it in place. And I'm doing exactly the same thing here, from there to here, with a hold in the middle. So it is one of my favourite stitches. It's the beginning of the Y stitch. I'm inclined to use this stitch quite a bit. So yeah, no two ways about it. I do love it. So yep, that looks sweet. I think it looks really quite gorgeous. And I'm going to do a running stitch coming all the way back along as well. Just a second. So we'll just carry on with this. And the lucky last is over here. Right. And from there I thought I would go and run it across the top. Just a bit of a little gap in between, but not too much. So if I had my Sashiko thing on, it would be a lot easier and holding it in my hand. I really am trying to manipulate the thread quite a bit here, so I don't know how much at all. There we go. So that's that bit there. The back's starting to look a little bit heavy, but that's all right. I just need to thread, just weave it through a few. Please. Thank you. Cut it. There we go, so you can see what I'm doing. And now I'm getting my light pink, which the end is just sitting there. Look, it's going, hello, I'm the end, hello. Nope, that wasn't the end, that was there's the end. Is it? Nope, I haven't. Right, so let's have a look here. I guess what I'm doing here, I'll take a long piece. If I have left over, I can wrap it back around again. And into each of those, I was going to tie a knot. Do not tie a knot, Paula, it'll make it hard for sitting on a piece of wood. Just do this, just do a few through. Right, and I'm over here, just in the middle of what I've done there. So remember, I've done this one first, the darker one, and then this brighter one. And then I'm just going to knot around once, wrap around once, go through. And into each of those places, I'm going to put, sorry, must be cup of tea time, a French knot. Pulling it gently because this is the black needle. The end on it's a little bit thicker than the blue one that I usually use, so it has to be a fairly, it's quite a loose French knot. It's not a tight one. So yeah, but still it's tight enough that it will hold its shape. Go back and over. Thank you. Well, that was a tough one. That was a tough one. And every so often, if you French knot, your thread is going to get it kind of gets wound up somehow. Well, because I'm obviously winding it, and so you drop your needle at the back, and that stops that fabric being all kind of, I guess, I don't know what the word is to use. So it doesn't twist and turn on itself as much. So you just drop your needle down and it won't twist and turn, and your French knotting will be just as easy on the last one as it will be on the first one. But of course I'm not going to do that because I've done French knots since I was, I don't know, knee high to a grasshopper, somewhere around there. It is my favourite stitch, so you know, it's one of those things. I think when you become a stitcher or you do stitching, I used to look forward to it too, and cross stitch and that sort of thing. It was always something I enjoyed doing. So yeah, it's just one of those stitches I've always liked. I've always liked doing this. And then in the little ones underneath here, I'm going to put another little French knot in there, just underneath, just to give it a little bit of shape and form. Just there. Just a little French knot, just so it's sitting on top. And I know, you know, a coffee or a teacup's going on here, but that really, it never bothers me. If you've got a piece of stitching that is being used, it's going to get dirty. Yeah, and these are going to be coasters, so I know whatever I do here, nothing's going to be forever. I know that, you know, no one can live forever, and it's exactly the same with this. Now, this was the funny bit here, and just in here, I'm going to do a little, I can see it, it's a teeny weeny little diamond thing happening. So I'm just going to accent that diamond up here, just to give the middle of the cup a look, just up there. There we go. And there's my little diamond up there. And I'll go back to French knotting. Yep, I'm a French knot fiend, just once around. If you don't like the French knot, another knot you can do is called the colonial knot. So yeah, that's lovely too. But I am addicted to the French knot, so you'll usually find it somewhere in my work. I get it in there somehow, somewhere. And what I've done down here, over here, is kind of what I'm going to do here. So I won't do that bit with you. There we go. And the lucky last one, that's going to be French knotted. Right. Okay, so I'm going to leave that here. There's a bit more work to do. I'm going to put stitches running down so you can see that it's going inside the cup. I haven't done that on this one, so I need to go back and do that, but that's okay, I can do that. So it's going to be a different style because it is a different style to the other cup. Just up here I can see little bits of pink, so where I can see that, I'm going to add that in just for the fun. This will just come under, 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 under. I might fill this in up here with some of the darker thread. Then I'll come back with this slightly lighter thread and I'll go just like that. French knot, French knot, French knot, French knot, French knot, and just down here I can see the darker thread, so I'll do that as well, and I'll put a French knot there. So that brings us to the leaves down here. I'm not sure. That's the thing, but I think I'm going to use this colour, so I will thread this all through. And you can see the French knots coming across. A nice line of them. Just threading it through twice. And I don't know why, but I always seem to use an extra long piece when I do French knotting. Yeah, so I'll go back to this bright one, and I should have an end there. There we go. Let's work out what I'll do on the leaves, and then I will leave you. So I'm not quite sure. Really not sure what I want to do here. I'm just threading it through the back so I don't have a knot because I know it's going to sit and a cup's going to sit on it, so I don't want it to be knotty at all. Here is this one here. It's not a very good one though, is it? Maybe we'll do this one here. I see, I'm not really sure. Oh, you know what, they almost look like raspberries, this bit here. Like they could be a little raspberry. And I get it, they're grapes. I see, and that's a grape leaf. So right, great. So for the grapes, I will do French knots because I am that way inclined. And I love my French knotting. I've just said that. So there's a French knot. There's another one next door to it. I'm just wrapping around once. And again, if you're not wanting to do French knots, again, I would say use the colonial knot. Just another one here. And there's another one here. And the last one is right in here. So there's going to be 5 French knots for each grape bunch. So I can see 3 grape bunches. There's another bunch here. So there's a bit of a gap and I can feel it at the back. I'm just wondering about myself there. But I'm going to do exactly the same thing. Okay, I'm back and I've got the darker colour in. And I figure for the grape leaf, I'm just coming into the centre, just a satin stitch into the centre. And there's another one up under here. And that takes me from this grapevine. There is a little bit of a leaf. And then from there, we are coming into the centre. There are some more little bits off it, but I'm not going to be able to get that amount of stitching detail into this. So yeah, I think that's going to work quite nicely. Very nicely actually. Just coming into the centre, coming out, and just coming into the centre again. Coming out, coming into the centre, from there, coming down to this one. I can't quite work out where the top is and where the bottom is and that sort of thing, so I'm just going to make it up as I go along. So I just want if I do the middle one, I come down, there we go, that makes a bit more sense to me. And I can, yep, that's better. There we are. Just change the stitch a little bit, but you know, it's going to get me there. There's the top of it, I feel. Or it could be the bottom, I don't know. And then either side of that. And that's coming straight into the center, and I'm holding it down and I'm pulling it quite taut because I want it to go around the grapes. There we go, and a little tail coming to there. There. So I'm going to carry on, and I will be doing that throughout the weekend down the other end. So I'm going to leave this project here. I hope you've enjoyed today's getting back the teacups, which will go onto the coasters. And I'm putting everything in my project container. And with my needle there. So there we go. That is this weekend's project in the morning sorted. So I'll see you on Saturday. Yeah, Saturday or Sunday. I think I'm taking Saturdays off now, am I? I don't know. I'll see you on Saturday most probably. And I don't know what I'm doing at the moment. So, yep. Oh, I think I should most probably go back to my page that I was doing. Oh, my fish thing, my under the sea thing. I haven't finished all my beading. Oh, I've been so lazy this week. I really do hope you have enjoyed this. I've enjoyed spending this time with you. It was very relaxing. And yeah, I'll see you all tomorrow. So for now, from Craft Artosaurus, Paula. Bye. Oh, like this video, leave a comment down below. Right now it's bye. Bye.